would have been in his best interest to start making some griffins. Yes, indeed, this is a weird game. Or to start making those knights. But then again, he has 77 food, and I was pretty sure he was in the high upkeep range by now. So I wasn't too worried about any knights at this moment. So as for myself, I know he has a bunch of anti-air, so I'm not going to make any griffins. I'm not going to make any tomorrow. I'm just going to make about 75 food of mountain giants. Why not? Whatever works. I don't recommend that in normal play. And I'm going to go ahead and make some dryads. And right now, not much happening. He's healing up in the center. And right now, I'm probably thinking, geez, how much longer can I play this game until my freaking lady calls me up and starts bitching or something. But, anyways, sometimes I'd like to use banish on her. But, that's alright, she's not going to hear this commentary. She doesn't know I play this game. But that's alright, you guys are my secret friends. And as my secret friends, I'm sure you're going to leave me some excellent comments in the forums for me. Things such as, oh, Mr. Cygnus, this is the best freaking commentary I've ever heard in my life. Or, damn, Mr. Cygnus, you were my hero, you were so Gosu. Or comments such as, gee, Mr. Cygnus, my sister thinks you're so hot. Will you please be my brother-in-law so I can have free lessons? Anything like that is acceptable. I'm just playing with you guys. But, anyways, back to the action. Mountain giants walking across the map here. The reason I'm doing this is because I'm looking for an expansion. I want to take down his expansion and engage his army as soon as possible. Priestess of the Moon doing not much, but hanging out. At this point, he's probably trying to engage my army as well. He probably does not expect me to have like 20 mountain giants. So he's just going to run in there, and you see level 6 Bloodmage. This is something you don't normally see very often. And I was thinking to myself later on in the game as I clicked on the Phoenix. The Phoenix does 75 fast damage. That is insane. 75 fast magic damage combined with banish is going to completely rip apart any banished unit, let alone your own hero. So at this point, we're trading expansions. Which is okay. I hope he does go up to my base so I can just grab a bunch of logs and start ripping apart his base. First thing you'd focus fire on is, of course, the town hall or the castle or the keep or the temple or the whatever. And, but he wisely does not go up to my base. Even though I didn't have a tree up there, I wasn't too worried about it. All he has is piercing. So I expect him at this point to be walking back to his base or trying to defend his own base. So I'm trying to cut him off, but I ended up sticking my dryads in the front line, getting kind of mixed up. I thought he used a teleport behind me, so here I'm walking back. Then I see, oh, he's over here, so I'm walking forward again. So right now, bring my dryads back, used a spell on the water elementals, focus fire the dryads on the Dragonhawk riders, blocking that damaged mountain giant out of the way, casting my level 6 ability, running my archers to the front by mistake, running back. Focusing down on the spellbreakers. I want to get rid of the spellbreakers, and you're probably thinking, why don't you just run back to the riflemen? Spellbreakers are doing any somewhat damage to my mountain giants, plus with my splash chaos damage and the beating that they're taking, he can't run those out of the way either. So they go down. Priestess of the Moon hits level 3. I hit level 7 as well. Archmage level 5. Bloodmage level 6 still. Right now, focusing on that water elemental. I guess I ran out of dispel. I use the taunt. Right now, he's in bad shape. He's focusing on the remaining dryads that I have. Takes those out. Focuses fire on my Priestess of the Moon. Right now, I am back to my normal form. I'm just going to take out as many riflemen as possible. Tried to shadow meld my Priestess of the Moon and teleport out of the way, but I got taken down. Probably the best idea would have been for me to stay there and finish him off, but I did teleport out, which is not too good for the game, but pretty good for the commentary, which just adds more time, so you guys can hear my voice. And right now, I'm just going to go back to my base, heal up for a little bit. Things are looking good. A couple more dryads along the way. At this point, I was thinking, alright, come on, man, you've got to be pumping out some griffins any point now. But he's not. Still with level 6 Bloodmage, level 5 Archmage. Phoenix still hanging out. Spending a lot of time in the egg form. So I get my Tree of Eternity scouted by a peasant. So looks like AKM's going to turn around and try and attack my Tree of Eternity. And I'm going to go ahead and expect him to do that. So I'm just going to wait. I have about 5 mountain giants at this point. And about 5 dryads, 1 on the way. And he does engage my tree. Takes the bait. So I'm going to go ahead and flank him from behind. And right now I'm waiting. Now I'm finally arriving. Just trying to stall him by healing my tree. Okay, I do engage his army. Focusing again on his rifle. He has no frontline units. I'm just going to redirect my attention to that Archmage which runs out of the way. So I'm going to go ahead and turn back around. I get banished again. Focus fired again. Going to go ahead and take out that Bloodmage, which was pretty relieving to me to take out that banish, which was really taking a toll on me, keeping my Demon Hunter out of the battle. I hit level 8. Priestess of the Moon still level 3. I'm redirecting my attention again to that Spellbreaker. Attention's being directed on my Dryads, which again go down pretty fast. Archmage, I guess, made a mistake. I guess he's trying to mass teleport away, and ended up mass teleporting into my face. So old man's gonna get beat up. He's getting focused on right now. I run my Demon Hunter ahead of him, but I don't get it there in time. He's running pretty fast, so my only chance to take him down is a Mana Burn, so down he goes. Down he goes, and chasing my army is a bunch of riflemen. So I think to myself, okay, free experience, I'm going to take these guys out. He's focusing my Priestess of the Moon, which isn't really going to do any good, so I taunt, focus fire, taunt, Phoenix running away. Earlier in the game, me being a dumbass as usual, I sold my boots of speed, so then again it's going to be a lot harder for me to chase these running riflemen, even though they aren't that fast. Not too worried about that. I do miss his expansion at the top up there, because it was nighttime. And as right now, I'm training up more Dryads, training up a few Fairy Dragons. I'm feeling pretty confident at this point. I have 3 up and running expansions. I had no idea that he had 3 of his own. So, one thing you should never do is get a little overconfident in a game. That has lost me games, and there's nothing like losing a game you know you should have won. So right now I'm just gathering my units to the center of the map. Right now I'm going to scout around the whole map using a reveal ability to see if I can if I notice any expansions, and probably take those out while I can. He has no heroes out, so it's free reign for me to walk around and just kill whatever I can. Griffin's being made right now. I guess he must be a little nervous at the fact that my army is all mountain giants and no anti-air, so he's probably trying to build as many units as possible, probably expecting a counterattack. And I know he's expecting a counterattack, so I'm not going to give it to him. Instead, I'm going to do what I said I was going to do earlier, which is go ahead and scout for expansions. Alright. Break time. Take a little sap of the water here. Been talking for a while. So, I'm just going to go ahead and run up that hill and take out that expansion, and here comes the free experience